goodness.
Run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted back. Got a problem, never run from that. Fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off, got the flight. Promise you, if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Baddest, snap, take a photograph. Run it back, listen to the friends. Run it back when I told the rap. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, but running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. Bobby act and run it back, and you see how I act. Nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that.
Well, you about to play the Ravens, that lumber, whoever nigga.
My psyche, feeling myself high key, running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche, feeling myself high key.
Yes, like that. Told her might be right back. Oh yes, like that. I told her might be right back.
Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with expired tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
Yeah. Back on my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me it's the front lines. In the mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. Made a name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they sign up. Tryna hear my line out. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shit.
Why did he go up?
On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine, don't sweat those. Been on, keeping my head strong. My dog ain't talk about Petco. Brand new ones, they retros. Live fast, die on set, my headstone. Stop been grown. You ain't get money, been frank in the friend zone. I ain't never switched up on the family. Be talking to that at me. Gotta watch my wrist, that's classy. I'm a dog to a she nasty. Then I'm gone, she me. My mama proud she had me. Can't let nobody surpass me. I move to the back like an athlete. Got a little buzz, but these zippers don't chance me. Just take a look at my rap sheet. Independent, man, these can't stand me. Won't stop till I got me a Grammy, a crib with a leg and a whip for my granny. I ain't never had me no plan B. Look at me now, got a problem, get at me.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Lumberjacks of London. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. So what a time this is, folks. We always said that if there was an international city ready for an NFL franchise, this was the one. And now that day has arrived, a permanent NFL team here in the capital city of London. And judging by the early numbers, they could not be more proud. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance.
It was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Lumberjacks nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Duvernay now going to bring it out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes left side. He might score. He will score. Touchdown. That's a great response. You get the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
One mistake.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
A 46-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
19 Lions.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. An option handoff given to Harris. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. All those picked picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Hey, Ozzy. Hey, middle.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. The York on now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Next to score, Steelers 14, Lumberjacks 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Jackson options out left. Pushes him over. And with the out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game. And while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick 6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And maybe some indecision there on what looked to be an RPO. He wound up keeping it, but that defense right on him to strip it away.
And typically when we see that type of indecision on an RPO, that means it's well defended. He had nowhere to go with it, and that allowed the defense to get to him and knock it free and make it a turnover.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
No, we change it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. And even 50 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
Dobbins is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the Steelers' 3-yard line.
Touchdown of the new season. And the Lumberjacks have cut it back within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And it's now 21-17.
I know you hear me talking.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Ready, ready.
Back to throw again. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, just like last play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards.
And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Darnell Washington, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Trenton Simpson, well, he just flew in there to drop him. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Now 3rd down and very long. Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Now Dobbins again on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Report.
Jackson from the shotgun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Tucker's kick is good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
19-18. Go.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
7 Pirates. Trap 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw. He finds Austin complete. And he's brought down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
Come on. Hey. Buffalo 18.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Ready.
2nd and 10.
Cougar 19.
They're going to look to throw. Completes it to Austin. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
25-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Report. Go.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That's good for a London first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
An attempt at a deep ball there, they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And Jackson throwing once more. That is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Lamar changing the look.
Change it.
On third down, here's Dobbins. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now Jackson on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Touchdown! J.K. Dobbins. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Lumberjacks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
On the set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. Now Lamar changing the play.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this offense on third down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson going to run the draw. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check it.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established.
He's got him in, complete. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. They're going to run it with Harris. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
Jackson on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down, here's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. His throw incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Jackson will throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies X.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
On the ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. CD, this is the ideal situation, the 4th quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms. Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
That's caught downfield by Pickens. Now he's loose down the left sideline. George Pickens, and in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, 80 33 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. York now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Steelers 51, Lumberjacks 26.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they did what they needed to do. They split their first two road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Londoners, they'll drop to 0-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.